Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air.
So I've been sniffing and sneezing all week because I got hit with the hay feeds. So today I'm going to give you the most common causes of a runny nose. First of all, allergies. So yeah, a lot of people end up going to the doctor at the beginning of the spring and kind of go. So usually you start out with the tree pollen first, and then people who are sensitive to grass pollen get into trouble around this time of year, during May. But basically all until spring and summer, you'll end up with a runny nose. Anything can come out of there. Snot, slime, blood. It's a terrible business. I mean, apart from that, you got teary eyes, your ears get blocked. Well, a lot is what I'm trying to say. You can also just get allergies from things outside of the season, mostly animal hair. Cat hair and horse hair are very notorious. It's even a reason sometimes to give old Mr. Snuggles away, so maybe you should just grin and bear it. Then you got the non-allergic problems that could be food allergies. Most of the time food allergies really gives you, like an itchy feeling in your throat. It can give you stomach problems. It'll give you, anaphylactic shock. But sometimes, I'm telling you sometimes, because of the coughing and the sniffing, it might actually be food allergy. I'm not sure if it's officially called an occupational hazard, but if you could arrange things that you don't get into contact with certain stuff, it would be really great for your health. You can get prescribed nasal sprays for the rhinitis problems that you're having, but if you spray too much, it'll actually come back to bite you in the ass. Much like with the use of painkillers, if you use it too much, after a while the effect will wear off, and if you get really unlucky, it'll actually get you to have a more runny nose than before. The same goes with cocaine, so don't be using no coke. I really hope there wasn't any reason for me to remind you of that. Apart from the nose sprays, there are a couple of other medicines that could get you to have rhinitis or runny nose. It could be the pill. It could be erectile dysfunction drugs, some medicine that people take for high blood pressure, aspirin, some other painkillers, antidepressants. So if you have a big list of medicine that you take, and after you start taking them, you end up having nose complaints, then talk it through with your doctor. Pregnancy? Great, I'm pregnant and I got the sniffles. If that isn't enough to cry about, my hormones will do the job. And if you want to get really deep into it, there even are a couple of systemic diseases that will give you nose problems. Hypothyroidism, sarcoidosis, cystic fibrosis, and there's one disease that tends to give you a lot of nosebleeds. It's called Wegener's disease. Honestly, the blood vessels in your nose are very vulnerable, so as soon as anything swells up there because of an allergy or a cold, it will start bleeding. So the chance of you having Wegener's is really small. I really hope I haven't been feeding into your hypochondria with this one. Bye!